Okay. So we ran out of space on there on that SD card. So yeah, here's Jedi Luke. He has a fully, lit lightsaber here. Okay, that's cool for fighting. You can just fight anybody in that movie. And and then and he has his regular on his waist lightsaber. Okay, which totally doesn't look like the one from. I guess he got rid of the one from Return of the Jedi. That's why it doesn't look like the one from Return of the Jedi, because that one he kind of lost or something somewhere along the way. So I opened this thing. Did stuff fall out? Possibly his stuff fell out. Okay, whatever was here, there was something here, right? It's gone now. Oh well, his hand. He has a fake hand, I guess let's take him out since this is an unboxing, right? Take him out. So, oh, there's a little chain. Oh, you know what it is? It's the dice. That's what was there. See? Look, it's the dice that he had in the movie at the end of the Last Jedi. They gave to Leia. Okay, his hands of dice. Okay, so the hands of dice. This and his extra hand. Okay, this hand here. And he has an extra head. What? I mean, this head is like his old head. That's more like the head he had when he was, Octu, the planet, the island planet, where the Jedi Temple was. And this head is like when he actually fought Kylo, when his hologram fought Kylo. I thought it was a good movie, man. I liked a lot of parts of it. People, when I see my cat, he has like the zoomies now. What's going on with him? He runs back in the room, he runs in and run out. But you know what it is? I think he's just happy. It's not that he has the zoomies or whatever. I mean, because my girlfriend lives in another place besides here. She has her, own place besides this place. It's kind of like, trying to move out of this place. So I moved in here, but she still lives here because it's basically her place because her dad owns the building. So she basically lives there and all her stuff is here. A lot of her stuff is here. Look at him, he's hopping around. He has the zoomies. You know what I think it is? I think he's just happy because I've been giving him like cat treats and stuff. And really, she kind of just leaves him to his own devices. She just leaves him a feeder and a water filter thing, and that's all he has to eat and to survive off of. So he's just basically just surviving. So me giving him treats, I think it makes him happy. I actually bought him some hand treats and bought some toys. Now, that's why he's running around like this. I thought maybe he's getting hyper or whatever. Like, what did they put in those treats? Did they put something in there to make them all hyper or whatever, like catnip? It's not that. I think he's just happy now. That's why he's acting different. Anyway, that's besides the point. Jedi Luke. He's fat and out of shape. He's like, 50 years old. All right, whatever. All right, that's him. All right, he can chop people with his goddamn lightsaber. But he didn't chop anybody because he's the way of peace. Jedi are all peaceful and stuff. So. Sorry, rabid fans. You wanted him to fucking chop 1,000 soldiers up and several ads at that? No, come on. What was gonna happen? Also, it's Ray's movie. Right, what's she gonna do? Stand there and watch? It'll be silly. I guess obviously. I guess I needed a different hand just to hold the lightsaber. That's interesting. I did like one part of it. He said, "Well, when Kylo says, oh, the rebellion is over and the war is over and the rebellion is finished and." When you die, the last Jedi will be gone. I was like, well, you know what? Everything you said was wrong. He said, the war is not over. The rebellion is not finished. And when I die, I will not be the last Jedi, That was pretty cool. He just basically just destroyed Kylo and everything he said quickly. Just dismantled his whole argument. So, he's outplayed him mentally and physically, well, at least with the Force because, he tricked him with that, whatever, that hologram. So he's just outsmarted him. He just beat his own argument. He's just a petulant child. And who's also a petulant child who gets beat in his own argument? Leslie Headland. Because she's a fat, petulant, egomaniac child. And something Star Wars about her. And she thinks she can just define Star Wars. And she can't. So everything she thinks is wrong. No, it's not redefined by what you did. Nothing you did was innovative. And Star Wars is going on without you. Your crappy series was just garbage, will not be renewed. So whatever you thought you were doing, you didn't accomplish. You didn't accomplish anything except making disgusting people. I had a disgusting, unqueasy feeling watching the whole thing. Everybody in that whole cast made me want to puke. It was like an off-kilter, off kilter fisheye lens version of Star Wars, and it was terrible. And people thought Last Jedi was bad. Last Jedi was 100 times better than this. That, oh my God, that was not Star Wars at all. But yeah, I'm just so disgusted by it, man. And the corporate douchebaggery that let even happen, putting the wrong person in charge. You know, that's what we get. I mean, here's the deal. What we have to look at it is Disney owns Star Wars, so 100 years from now, there'll be Star Wars movies. Okay, so forget about, everything sucks now, and it's gonna suck for a long time. But it's just so they can keep making Star Wars movies 100 years from now, when all of us are going anyway. So things will maybe be better, and it'll shift to another way. But right now it's just terrible. And that was the point of George Lucas selling it, because obviously his family's not gonna keep making Star Wars movies 100 years from now. They may make it for 30 or 40 years after he dies, right? But after that, people would drop off from making Star Wars movies, even if his family did take over Lucasfilm, right? So sell it to Disney, so Disney will keep making it. Like, Marvel keeps making Batman comics long after Bob Kane is dead. That's the whole idea. However, what we're getting is garbage, and it's, terrible. At least one part of Disney, the Marvel side, pays attention when the fans don't like what's coming out. They change things. Hence, we're getting Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, because they realized they failed. And also, they fired Jonathan Majors. There's another reason. It's not really catering to us. It's like, well, Jonathan Majors is gone. We don't have a villain, period, whether you like it or not. So they just gave us Robert Downey. Okay, well, that's enough of that Star Wars stuff. I mean, that Marvel stuff. But the point of the fact is, the current trend of Star Wars, the current trajectory is down the toilet. Okay, to what used to be event filmmaking is just something you got to patronize. Just look at with side eye, hoping it won't be too offensive to your image of Star Wars. So anyway, I hate to have that included in this, but whatever, it's kind of relevant to the current times. And here we are. Luke, I don't want to break it. They didn't actually give me instructions on how to take the hands off, but if I took that hand off, I'd put the other hand on so he could, hold the sword. Famously, the old Kenner Star Wars figures, the heads used to break off all the time. I remember I broke the head off of my Han Solo, and also broke the head off my brother's earlier, right? I broke the head off my brother's Darth Vader, and my dad had to crazy glue the head back on. So that was the way it was. So if I had to crazy glue this hand back on, so be it. I'm gonna try to. Oh my God. Anyway, my girlfriend's plane just fell over again. All right, I'm gonna try to pull this thing out and see what happens. One, two, three, pull. If I were to pull a hand off, would it just pop off? There's no switch. Why would there be a switch to pull a hand off? Okay, yeah, you just have to pull it enough. It comes off. I'll break it. It's not the most practical way of using a figure. They could just make it with the hands that open and close. It's hard to you think it's hard to pulling the hand off. It's also hard pulling it back on. Okay, well, this is not fun. I see this thing, this little stub thing that you use to put a hand on. I see it breaking in the future. Seeing the difficulty of putting the damn hand on. What had he put some lube on it to put his hand back on? It was ridiculous. Okay. Lube it up. Lube it up. KY to put on the hand. Yeah, this is poorly conceived.